One theme that has been emphasized throughout the course of this semester is secularization and the growing decision to keep the sphere of religion separate from other realms of life. One of these other spheres is healthcare, which we covered recently in the article Religion in Public Healthcare Institutions, US and UK Perspectives by Ellen Idler and Alan Kelleher. I decided to take a further look into this topic here at Georgetown, as it is very prevalent in the community, within the medical school education and the MedStar Hospital. I primarily looked at an article that was on the Georgetown website, entitled An Education Framed by Faith. Georgetown is obviously a Catholic and Jesuit school, and the School of Medicine really emphasizes the principle of cura personalis, or care for the whole person. This principle also commits Georgetown medical students and doctors to, quote, value those whom society doesn't always value. Georgetown is one of just 5 Catholic medical schools in the country, and specifically emphasizes spirituality and ethics-centered leadership. I found this point to be interesting, because being an ethics-centered institution is not an inherently religious concept, but should be a part of all healthcare institutions. In my opinion, healthcare and religion definitely need to be separate in order to maintain scientific integrity and unbiased decision-making, but these types of values are what should constitute the overlap that will inevitably occur, especially at Jesuit medical schools. Stephen Ray Mitchell, who is the Dean of Medical Education at Georgetown, is quoted as saying, "Faith has a critical role for those who are truly humbled to have such sobering responsibilities for the lives of our patients." Dean Mitchell has also gone on multiple retreats over a series of 9 months in order to truly learn the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius. As I said, a major element of the medical school education that they emphasize throughout this article is ethics. Cura personalis is seen as beyond just caring for a person's physical needs, but instead suggests that healthcare workers need to use their own unique perspectives and experiences to discern what patients really need to flourish, whether that may be medical or emotional. During medical school, all students are required to take an introduction to clinical ethics and bioethics at Georgetown Med. Religion is present within the medical school in smaller, more deliberate ways as well. There is a specific campus ministry program for the medical center that is catered to students there. There's a hospital chaplain who holds weekday masses every day at noon in the St. Ignatius Chapel in the MedDen building. Another interesting way religion is present is that at the beginning of every Georgetown student's first year, they must take a gross anatomy course, and as it begins, there's a chaplain who leads the class in a blessing of the cadavers. There's also an anatomical donor mass every spring, which is in honor of those who have donated their bodies to science. Overall, I definitely still believe that the secularization of healthcare and religion is very important, but I do agree that faith, spirituality, and ethics play a positive role in the overlapping of the spheres. As Carol Taylor, professor of nursing and senior clinical scholar at the Kennedy Institute of Ethics, says, "Science is making so much more possible today, but it does not always automatically equate to a better life."